We have a lot of sessions for the financial literacy also in the school setup, not only for the students but for the teachers, for the parents. They have the insight. Entering the child into the senior classes, they have a they must know how to just program for visiting a place. So visiting a place needs a lot of the calculation, the kilometers, the financial expenses, the stay. As an administrator, we are supposed to understand these finance, budgeting, and accounting very critically. From where we can generate the fund into the education system. As a educator, while we are dealing with a particular different type of the stakeholder, where the small kids into the school, even the teachers, even the parents. So financial, even we have a lot of sessions for the financial literacy also in the school setup, not only for the students but for the teachers, for the parents. They have the insight why it is so important from their perspective. So. Definitely, whatever the Dr. Rao sir was focusing, I was listening very patiently, and Vinu ma'am has given a sir has given a very wonderful the examples how the industry requirement is. Finance and it not only includes that we will enter into the budgeting part or we are enter into the accounting part, but it is also a very important skill area which is required for the survival of the life skill part. So in the school scenario, even we have implemented the Kaushal board where the student will have those life skill, how it be the entrepreneur, how it is connected with their and the earning, how it is connected, what the requirement into the higher education when the child will enter into this one. So hopefully the today's session will give a lot of insight to the participants that if the child or the individual is at any of the stage, so what type of the step has to be taken so that the betterment in the which we are thinking about 2047 vision. Yeah, the child will understand according to the age appropriate. For example, the foundation of the life management. So how to take a small decision. This is the number one. Once we enter into the discipline area, decision making and discipline which is interconnected. So planning plays a very important role. Suppose we have given a one project to the child, so how that child has to be implemented practically into the scenario. We have given the survey to purchase some vegetable from the market. Let's to make in the school setup when the child is in the middle stage. So accordingly, child will have an insight how much cost, how this particular the crop has to be grown, which area it has to be plays a very important role. So very small area when a keen observer will be there, they analyze all these things which is required as per the AI demand also on the other side. So later on when they enter into their personal domain, so it not only impact their personal life but also the professional, because as a team they are doing a lot of things. So indirectly how much I earn or how much I learn, which is the school setup provide. We are while entering the child into the senior classes. They have a they must know how to just program for visiting a place. So visiting a place needs a lot of the calculation, the kilometers, the financial expenses, the stay, the resources which they are. So child will understand how to earn and how to spend. So this type of the project also we are involving the child into the different one. Uh, Budgeting as a part of the system, while if you talk about the stakeholders, so what are the various key inputs into the school scenario, into the education setup? For example, training is one of the part. So as a part of the trainer or the training team, how much budget allocation is required so that the teacher has to be upgraded, uplifted? This is one area. How the infra is required, how the salary has to be there, how other resources has to be generated. So that direction plays a very important role. As an administrator, we are supposed to understand these finance, budgeting, and accounting very critically, from where we can generate the fund into the education system. Suppose you give some resources or facilities to the system, accordingly you can change your fee structure into the system. You just after the school hours or after your you can have some collaboration academics into the institute where the fund generation can plays a very important role. So as a academician, we are also supposed to enter into this one. A simple budget formula, that is the income minus expenses, that is equal to the saving, which everyone should know. That is on the right side, it is required. And accounting means even national education policy use this word as the accountability. So the language of responsibility plays a very important role. The team, it is related with not only the financial transaction, but those who are people look after all this. They must have a very clear structure related to their accuracy, the transparency, even any of the financial, if there is any confusion. So all this has to be taken here very minutely. And the essential part is the need and want. This is a very important area. Suppose we are, if the food is the need, so definitely we are supposed to, accordingly, we are supposed to design the structure. But something which is, as a modern consumer, the culture often confuse wants with the needs. So this also sometimes child will have some, as a parent, they will ask for something that I need this one. So delaying gratification also plays a very critical role, because we also sensitize the child to understand the importance of the this particular, how the money has to be generated and its expenses also. So saving, a very, very small saving, not only in the finance, but in day-to-day life also, if you understand, and we think, even we involve more while the child visiting to the some industry or some internship program. We have started already where the child will have internship program, visiting the colleges. They are preparing some, for example, the tablets into their pharmacy colleges. They are experiencing in the engineering colleges to how to design the software, so that align the bridge between the school and colleges. That is more concern about the financial literacy, which focus primarily on these areas. So this is something while enter into the class, senior classes, class 11th and 12th, because that is the transition phase where child will move from school to the colleges. And this is the right time, by making the awareness not only to the child but also to the parents. They understand it's not only the CA job, it's a lot of opportunity for a child to enter into the financial company, needs a lot of. So how the right type of the AI tool has to be integrated into this one. This is something, the insight about this budgeting finance from the school scenario, how it is aligned with the higher education.